Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another weekly episode on the Yacht Addiction YouTube channel. I was walking around at the Palm Beach International Boat Show and I saw this incredibly beautiful super yacht and I knew I had to get on board to give it a tour. So let me tell you a little bit about it. This is a super yacht from Rosetti Superyachts. That's an Italian custom super yacht builder. This specific model is a 38-meter Explorer yacht. And what do I mean by Explorer yacht? It means you have tremendous range and capabilities. The range on this vessel is 5,000 nautical miles at 10 knots. That's crazy impressive. And we're gonna do a full tour of this yacht today. There are a couple parties on board, so we will be filming sporadically to avoid getting anyone on camera. But sit back, relax, and enjoy the super yacht tour. So thank you to Rosetti Superyachts for granting me access to the tour. Let's go ahead and get started. So like I said, I just saw this yacht at the show, so I didn't have a ton of research done ahead of time. But right at the back of the yacht, you have this transformer, and this will raise and lower into the water. So it acts as a passerelle. It also acts basically as your mini swim platform. You can see some of the toys that this yacht can store. You have a jet ski, some sea bobs, a motorcycle. So we stepped onto the transformer, and when this is in the water, these will turn into steps so you can walk right up into the boat. Down in this area, you have a great little seating area and a fantastic beach club. So we'll come down here. You have some refreshments set up right here, refrigerator. Check out all this toy storage. When you open this up, you'll see it's incredibly organized. And then over here, we have a really large day head. So that's great. So if you're in the water, you don't have to go dripping wet through the whole boat. You can see this beautiful wall here that separates the beach club area to the engine room. There are currently some people in the engine room, so we'll come back to that. So let's step up. Oh, excuse me, that side is opened up, so we're gonna come on board from this side. Right here, you'll see the controls for the lights as well as the transformer, as well as the large transom door. You have sun pads right off the back of the super yacht. You have really large pop-up lights. And another bench seating area. So like I said, this yacht is 38 meters in length, or about 125 feet, and the beam is 29 feet wide. It definitely feels much larger than 125 feet, and you'll see what I'm talking about as we go through this tour. But here is the entrance to the main salon, and you're gonna see all throughout this yacht, you have that beautiful Italian style. Here is a wine cellar, and this holds over 150 bottles. Here is the dining area, and you have really great doors that open out to the side decks on either side. So you can open this up completely, get a great cross breeze in here. Just look at the styling of this staircase. And this is one huge feature on the boat. This art piece, the entire super yacht, was designed around it. If you look all the way down, you see glass. There's basically a glass panel on every floor. And if we look up, it's the same thing. It's definitely a little bit trippy when you're standing on top of that glass panel. We'll do that later on. If we keep moving forward on the main deck, you'll find the day head. And then here is the master suite on the main deck. You have a very glamorous office. Then as you'd expect, the master is the full beam of the yacht. You have a little seating area and a huge window. The TV is integrated into this wall, so it's basically in this area. And you also have a private balcony right off the side of the yacht. And then of course you have your ensuite. Your vanities right here. There's a toilet and bidet. And then you can walk all the way through. You have your large shower. You have a really good sized walk-in closet. One of the biggest I think I've seen, actually. So now we're gonna go and check out the other guest cabins. This yacht does sleep up to 12 in, I believe, 5 cabins. So down here, we'll have 2 mirrored VIP cabins. You have the great lighting underneath the bed. Now these are cool. Similar to the master, the TV is integrated into this area right here. And behind this is also the closet. So if you grab this handle, we can open this up. You can see the closet, but you also have the TV built into this section. It also lights up automatically when you open that up. And then here is the ensuite. Really nice rainfall shower with the wand. Your vanity. Like I said before, these are mirrored rooms. So same thing as before, the TV is in this section. It's pretty cool. And then you have your ensuite. You have a couple of more cabins. You can see that glass panel overhead. This can grant you access to the crew area. So it's a little passageway for them to service these areas. But you have 2 single beds right here, and they're really good size. And you also have the Pullman berth, so you can sleep 3 in this room. Of course, you have full standing headroom, way more than enough. You have your closets and their ensuite. It's actually a really large shower. And last but not least, the 4th cabin has a little desk, the 2 more single beds, and the Pullman berth. Every single room, whether it's the master cabin or the smallest guest cabins, they're all extremely well appointed. And you're gonna have to let me know in the comment section down below if you like this type of Italian styling. I personally think it looks extremely good. And the fact that this yacht has incredible capabilities as well makes it all even better. Now moving forward down this staircase is the crew area, so we're not gonna go down there today because this yacht is crewed. But here you'll find the galley. You have all of your appliances built right in. They also went with a stainless steel look, but even their stainless steel has to have design elements in it. Hopefully you can make that out. It's like different sections are brushed in like a swirl pattern. It actually looks really good. So like I said, the crew area is down here. It sleeps up to 7 crew. And then here is where you find a side access door, and this will let the crew move about the yacht without interfering with the main living areas. You also have a dumbwaiter right here, so you can send food up to different levels. Now, if we head up this beautiful staircase, we'll end up on the bridge deck. Look at this glass floor panel I was talking about. They made it so big, it's not like you can just step over it. You definitely have to take that leap of faith and walk across. I think we'll do that in a minute. You have another day head for this level. And then stepping forward, you'll end up in the bridge. So you have an office space. And then you're going to be very impressed with how this is set up. You have 3 captain's chairs, side access doors on both sides, and look at this extremely modern looking helm station. The screens are incredibly large. You can tell not an expense was spared putting in the most modern of systems on this super yacht. Also right behind the helm is a captain's cabin. So he has a really good sized room. This is literally as nice as other guest rooms on other super yachts that I've seen. And he has an ensuite. I think we'll head out this side access door since it's already open and check out the bow while we're up here. You can see they have wing stations on both sides. You have a bow lounge essentially. So you have more of these large pop-up lights. U-shaped seating on this side and then a long bench on the other. And in front of that, you have this large sun pad, which is obviously covered right now, but you could remove this. This will give you access to the crew area, so they really can work around this boat. And there's also a little mechanical space down here. I think that's probably storage for the bosun. And you can see the bell. So now we have to check out the Skylounge. Which is right here. You have a beautiful looking sofa with an incredibly large TV up on the wall. And then you have a really great bar area back here as well. So you have a little espresso machine, your sink, a refrigerator. Trying to be respectful and not open up all these compartments just because this is such a special yacht. And I don't want to go rummaging through everything like we would on a smaller vessel. So I thought this was pretty cool. The stairs up to this deck are actually on the side. So when you're in the cockpit down below, or the aft deck, you don't see the staircase right away. Not that stairs are necessarily ugly, but it is kind of a cool design how it wraps around right here. But here is the Aft Bridge Deck. You have more great outdoor furniture. And this was a custom built crane for this yacht. And this is where you would store a tender, your jet skis, that motorcycle, all kinds of toys and vehicles. Basically, you can push the outdoor furniture out of the way and store whatever you have to up here. You can see on the side decks, this is where the staircase is to go up, and that's where the helm and the wing station is. And then this staircase will bring us up to the Sundeck. I just wanted to check if there were multiple ways, but it looks like this is the main staircase to get up. So, right at the back of the Sundeck, you have this massive sun pad. I'd estimate you can fit 10 or maybe even 12 people lying out here. So basically all of your guests, friends and family can lie out. Then you have a gym up on the sun pad. And it's one thing to just throw a treadmill down, but look at this actual cable system built right into this pillar. Thought that was pretty cool. Another thing to point out is this area can be fully enclosed. You can see this track right here. So you can close this area off to the elements. You have a huge, huge table up here. Perfect for alfresco dining. In the same location, like I said, everything is centered around that art piece. So you have another glass panel here, as well as another U-shaped seating area. And then you have an extremely large bar. And this is very well equipped with refrigerators, your espresso machine, drawer refrigerators, ice maker, you have a grill, and the sink. So for a boat this size, this Sundeck is incredibly impressive. And I really like comparing the brand new super yacht designs versus some of the older brokerage models I look at. I definitely am a big fan of this super yacht. You have a shower built in right here. And then this is, it's not full right now, but this is a jacuzzi. I'd imagine when it's full, it looks absolutely incredible. You can see the water will spill over here, fill up in this section, so you're never dripping water in the other areas. And it's right off the front of the boat. And that is the Sundeck. So we've seen most of the areas, but we still have to head into the engine room. Hopefully it's clear. I know a lot of the crew are working and congregating in that area because of the other parties on board. They're trying to stay out of the way and be respectful. And we'll do the same. And if you're enjoying this super yacht tour, make sure you smash that like button. So we're back on the aft deck. Let's head back down into this beach club. We got to figure out that door latch. You can see a wakeboard and more paddles right here, so you literally have so much water toy storage down here. Let's see if we can squeeze in here. You have another moped. And here is the engine room. You can see the engines mounted down below. And it looks like there's another way into the engine room down this steep staircase, but obviously it's easiest through the back of the transom. And let me talk to you about the engines really quick. And like I said, this is an Explorer yacht, so you're not going to be flying in this monster super yacht at 30 knots. You've got to be reasonable here. But the yacht comes with a pair of MAN D2868 LE425 engines. They're 800 horsepower each. So this boat is not about top speed, it's about effective consumption of fuel. Your top speed is around 13, maybe 13 and a half knots. You can cruise comfortably at 11 knots. And like I said, at 10 knots, you get 5,000 nautical miles on this boat. I'm trying to think of all the boats I've been on. This may be the longest of all the long-range vessels I've been on thus far. Like when you close this, the handle is literally integrated into this design. It looks extremely good. And I think we will wrap up the tour right in here. Thank you to Rosetti Superyachts for letting me do this tour. They're going to be linked down in the description if you want to see this yacht or other super yachts by them in greater detail. I was extremely impressed with this boat, and I hope you were as well. Thank you so much for watching the video. We'll catch you next time.